Now ending it off with the performance, the OnePlus 8 Pro has that Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 chipset with two different models, an 8GB model and 12GB of RAM option, where the OnePlus 9 is almost the same thing, Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chipset, but the same RAM models, 8GB of RAM on the base models and 12GB of RAM on the top tier models. So theoretically, the RAM management on both is going to be primarily around the same. The only differences are probably going to be in the speed and app opening and stuff. And this is probably one of the bigger differences. The OnePlus 8 Pro is a very fast performing phone. And did I say it was a big difference? It's really not that big of a difference, is what I meant to say. These two phones are still extremely fast, even though the OnePlus 9 is supposedly like the lower end model of the OnePlus series right now. It is still faster than a lot of phones out there. The smoothness of this phone is out there. It's a very good minimalistic phone between both of these. I feel like the OnePlus 8 Pro though is maybe just a little bit slower, but it's really not. Like, I hate to just kind of make things up like this where it has to be a little bit slower, but if you're using the OnePlus 8 Pro and you're using the OnePlus 9, you are not going to feel like one phone is slower or faster than the other one. When you compare them side by side to app opening, that's when you maybe be like, okay, like maybe the OnePlus 8 Pro is a little bit slower here, a little bit slower here, but at the end of the day, if you use these phones separate, like you probably are going to day to day, you are not going to notice that big of a difference between these chipsets or these phones. And that's a bigger thing. I've compared the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 on many phones to their 888 counterparts, the S20s and some other phones as well. I haven't really found that big of a difference. There's really not that massive of a difference from one year generation to the other. It's typically that 2-year mark. And this is definitely not one of those areas in my opinion. So I think when it comes down to the performance segment, both these phones are really good performing phones. If you want the fastest one, like no hands down, no questions asked, the OnePlus 9 is the better way to go. But the OnePlus 8 Pro is like almost right there. It's like very, very close to the 888 that's in the OnePlus 9. So both these phones are fast, but the OnePlus 9 is just a little bit faster at the end of the day. So in terms of that covers it up there.